What's going on, Diecast racing fans, and welcome back to EP Videos. I am your host, EP, and we are kicking it here at Pikes Peak Rally Tournament. Behind me is the winner circle from round 1, so a little spoiler there for you. If you haven't seen that episode, go back and watch it. Definitely worth watching. We'll introduce you to Group 3. We got Indy Rain, Sam Hall, Mr. Dark, and Sneaky Bob. Some big names in diecast racing. Now, Indy Rain will be sitting in our pole position with Sneaky Bob behind him. And our best track time for Pikes Peak is Speedy G with 14.68. We'll see if any of these drivers can top that time. Now check out Sam Hall and Mr. Dark pulling ahead and robbing Indy Rain of that first place position. He was sitting in that pole position and he was just robbed by Sam. And Sam way ahead of the group. And there comes the rest of the group. Sam setting the bar high for all these drivers, at least in Group 3, pulling way ahead. And Sneaky Bob, man, he's usually up with the group. I don't know what's going on there, falling behind. But check out Sam here, creating some separation, not just some, but a lot of separation between these 4 cars. And enough time to flip around and take a look at the competition. Hopefully that arrogance doesn't catch up with Sam Hall, setting a track time of 15.49. And Sam will be sitting in our pole position with Indy Rain behind him. And just a reminder, this is a double elimination, so only 2 drivers from this group will be moving on. We got Sam pulling a huge lead, Mr. Dark pushing for second place, Indy not having it, holding him off, and what? What is going on? You would think this was Chaos Canyon. Wow. I'm at a loss for words. We're going to have to watch the replay there. Now check out Mr. Dark. He's going to be the driver to watch. Sitting in third place, coming in on the inside, and that was like a magic trick. But Mr. Dark losing control, hitting the guardrail, Indy keeping him on the track. But how does Sneaky Bob get up on his side? He ramps onto Mr. Dark. I think Mr. Dark planned that. You know, it's like, I gotta finish strong. And here comes Sneaky Bob. I'm just gonna flip him up on his side. Bad news for Sneaky Bob. That's gonna be a DNF. No points in that lap. 15.01. Sam Hall in the lead there with 10 points. That is a strong lead with 2 first place positions. Mr. Dark sitting in the pole position with Sam Hall behind him. And Mr. Dark and Sam pulling way ahead of the group, leaving Sneaky Bob and Indy in the dust. And Sam manages to pull off a fast pass on Mr. Dark and comes around to kiss Dark on the fender. Is Sam going to finish every lap in reverse? We're going to have to check that out. Look at this pass. Woo! So clean, so fast. Mr. Dark is going to be pretty upset about that maneuver. Sam setting the bar so high and flips around to take a look at his competition. How many times is he going to flip around? 5. 15 points. I think Sam is going to be the driver to watch in this last lap. See if he can go for that perfect score. Now he's sitting in the farthest last place position. That's going to be 3 cars to push ahead. See if he can do it. He moves ahead of 2 cars. He's in second place. Can Indy Rain hold off Sam? Sam is pushing for that perfect score, and Indy manages to take first. No perfect score for Sam, but that was impressive. So we got 5, 5, 5, and 3. That's going to give Sam 18 points, way ahead of all of the drivers. I don't know who's in second, though. It's going to be close. It's definitely not Sneaky Bob with that DNF. It looks like Indy Rain and Sam Hall are going to be moving on. Indy reins it in with only 1 point. No puns there. Thank you, Mr. Dark, though, and Sneaky Bob for joining us for the rally tournament. We appreciate your participation and making this a fun rally tournament. We really enjoy it. We'll go ahead and introduce you to drivers for Group 4. And we got Kay, Rubber Toe, Mark Pan, and Daddy G. Some big names in diecast racing yet again. We don't see Kay too often, but that comes from Arlo Racing Team, so this should be a strong car. Best track time still is Speedy G. Sam got on the board with 15.01. Sitting in the pole position is that red VW. That's Mark Pan, and behind him is Rubber Toe. But Kay pushing for that first place, and Kay and Daddy G move into second and third place. Spinning out now. What? Can't even keep up. Daddy G moved himself up into second, and Kay and Rubber Toe barely finished. But I have to brag a little bit about Pikes Peak. That is what is so unique. So check out Rubber Toe losing speed. I don't know what happens there. It just spins out. And then Kay spins out after this turn. But if you got a little bit of gas left in the tank, every car will finish at Pikes Peak. And that's what is special. We don't want any DNFs. We want cars finishing, even if it's like 10 minutes later. No offense to Kay and Rubber Toe. I think they just had a little hiccup with their engines, so we'll see if they can get tuned up for this lap 2. But that's awesome. You know, you can always finish at Pikes Peak if you got a little bit of gas in the tank. So we got Kay sitting in the pole position, and behind her, yes, that is a female driver. We don't see that too often. Pan sitting behind Kay. Now watch out for Daddy G. Daddy has been coming out strong, and yet again, he comes out in that first place position, robbing Kay, and he is way ahead of the group. And Pan falling far behind, having a lot of trouble. Thankfully managing to finish, no DNFs there, but Pan is struggling. Usually Pan does pretty good. I think he took third in one of my tournaments, and that's impressive. These tournaments are tough to finish, to even move on. So Pan, you're gonna have to really hit the gas here, and come out strong. You fell way behind the group there, buddy. Pick it up. Now check out Daddy G, moving in hot, and he is currently our leader with 8 points, finishing strong in first place, and a track time of 15.52. Another average track time. Haven't seen anything below 14 tonight, so driver's a little bit slower. We got Daddy G in the pole position and Kay in second place there, or behind him, sitting in those first and second place pole positions. And Daddy and Kay coming out strong. Nice to see those drivers holding on to that. And Rubber Toe pushing for second, not getting it. Kay holding him off. And again, what happened to Pan? Oh, man. Pan. Gotta pick it up, man. I don't even think you have enough points in this last lap to move ahead. Currently, our leader is Daddy G with 13 points. Behind him is Kay, followed closely by, well, I guess Pan can stay in there. Looks like Rubber Toe is the one that's hurting. I think he's lost a few positions when he was starting there. He should have started in that pole position. And I think he lost some major points that you need to move on. All right, this is our last lap, and it is a double elimination. We got Rubber Toe sitting in the pole position with Daddy G behind him. And I think the only one that's a guarantee is Daddy G, and we're looking for a second place winner. Wow, I don't know if Rubber Toe's fast or it's just Daddy G pushing him. I think it's Daddy G, and Daddy G moves into first place. Wow, we're looking at Daddy G and Sam Hall. Both of these drivers almost nearly having a perfect score. So we know for sure Daddy G is moving on. It's going to be a question mark between Roberto and I think Kay. Pan is out of it. He just did not do good enough, I don't think. If I can see this right, but Daddy G is a driver to watch in this tournament. And whoa, I didn't even see that. So we got Pan and K both tied for third place. I don't think one is in front of the other. It's just a perfect tie, so we'll give both drivers 2 points. But that's not enough points for Pan or Rubber Toe, so K and Daddy G will be moving on. We want to thank Rubber Toe and Mark Pan for joining us here for the rally tournament. That's all we have for you today. Thanks for joining us, and stick around. If you want to watch more Diecast racing, watch it here at EP Videos. That's it. We'll see you in the next round.